Okay, so make sure that you are also aware that we took notes yesterday in class, so if you need to use those for anything, pull those out for today's. But today we're actually on page 136 in your math book. If you don't have your math book, you could still follow along in this video, and then at the end you could press pause and look at the assignment from the video. Because this first part is just practice for us to do together, and then I'll be grading the check your understanding on the last page. So we're going to be, it says evaluating algebraic expressions. And some of us want to say solving, and that's okay, but really it's more like simplifying. It's basically trying to get down to that last part and figure out what does it all mean. And so the first part, they give you this scenario. Anya paid $3 for each ride she went on at the fair. Complete this table to show the cost of the given number of rides. So we've done things like this before. The first one was $3. And if she rode 2 rides, that would be $6. And if she rode 3 rides, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. And I'm sure you figured out the pattern pretty quickly. Really, the total cost is 3, and this is like a function table. 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 3 times 3, 4 times 3. So you can say counted by 3s. Or you can word that any way that you want. So how much would it cost Anya to go on 6 rides? 6 times 3 is $18. Write a numeric expression for the cost of 8 rides. So numeric means that you're using numbers, and expression means that you're trying to write a number sentence. So 3 times 6. That's the expression. It's very simple. We're just not used to wording it that way. Write a numeric expression for the cost of 12 rides. So 3 times 12. And then if I wanted to solve that, that would be 36. Often variables are used to represent parts of an expression that may change or are unknown. Let R represent the number of rides Anya goes on. Write an expression using the variable R to represent the cost of R rides. So let's say we want to figure out how many rides she went on. We want to have this like equation that we can always use to solve. So we know that it's $3 times R every time, because all of these were 3 times however many number of rides she took. Like with 6 rides, 3 times 6, 3 times 12. She could go on 200 rides, and it would be 3 times R, 3 times 200. So that's how you write the expression for that. A coefficient is a number multiplied by a variable in an algebraic expression or equation. In the expression 2a, a is the variable and 2 is the coefficient. So it's the number. Identify the coefficient and the variable in the expression you wrote in item 6. So the coefficient is the number. So the coefficient is 3 because it's the number. The variable is the letter, which is R. So expressions really aren't complicated. It's really just a new way of phrasing and writing things that you've already known how to do in math. Whoops. Evaluate the expression you wrote in item 6 where R is 12. So they want you to solve it. So 3 times R is the expression, and they want you to put in 12. So we already decided that was 36. So those are just some of the examples to get us on the right track. You can take a look at example C. And down here, let's try these together. C plus 11 when C equals 5. That's really like saying 5 plus 11. So what's 5 plus 11? 16. 15b when b equals 2. And remember, when you have the variable right next to the letter, that's multiplication. So that's like 15 times 2. And 15 times 2 is 30. 4a minus 5 when A equals 3. So you notice I put parentheses around it even though there aren't parentheses in the problem. That's because I understand I have to do that first, and I don't want my 3 to get mixed in with my 5. I want to do it in the correct order of operations. So 4 times 3 is 12, minus 5 is 7. And then D over 6, remember that's a fraction, but it's also a division problem. So if D equals 54, that's 54 over 6. And then what you're doing is dividing 54 by 6. You can go ahead and walk yourself through these if you feel like you still need more practice, and you can have an adult help you, or we can go back over this when you get back to school. I'd like to draw your attention to the assignment today, which is the check your understanding. I like this part up here because it just gives you a reminder of things that you already know. So if you're writing a sum, it's addition, product is multiplication, difference is subtraction, and quotient, and it's division. And these are things that we already know, but it's a good reminder in case you've forgotten. So these are the problems you're going to be turning in to me once you get back to school. So go ahead and give those a try. And then if you have any questions, you can always jot those down and we can take care of them when you get back to school. Or you can ask someone at home to help you.